Welcome everyone to Mets Baseball Recap for May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo 2017. I am Willie Guns. And the Mets came back from 6 runs to win 8-7. And it was a great game. And one thing I have to say about the Mets is they have a never die attitude. Because this is what they had last year, and they seem to have found it again, and it's fantastic. It is fun to watch Mets games. Now, I will admit something when I get to how the Mets came back, but let's just recap it real quick. So, TJ Rivera didn't lead off the inning, but led off the first inning, led the parade. Basically, gave the Mets a 1-0 lead. Marlins tied. Then the Marlins scored 6 runs in the 6th inning off Rafael Montero. He started the game really well. He was pitching into a lot of batters. And in that 4th inning, he seemed to divert from his game plan. He started leaving pitches away from the plate, away from batters, and they were just hitting the ball off him. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he just decided that, maybe I pitched him in the first inning, the first time around, I'll go away. But it was clear that, his first stuff was working. He was actually getting people out. And then all of a sudden, they were hitting the ball exactly where he was pitching it. So, there's some good things there. So he has to go back, look at the tapes, and realize that he was doing fine. And then when he changed his game plan, they were hitting him. But 6 runs. The Mets came back in that 4th inning. Curtis Granderson, the guy who has not been doing anything, I guess he's a guy who doesn't hit in April. He just does not. But he smacked a 2-run home run. Jay Bruce scored on that one. Then the 7th inning happened, and the Mets scored a bunch of runs, took the lead. Now, there were 2 plays here, though, I felt while I was watching the game with my cousins, and I said, Jay Bruce and Neil Walker struck out, both of them back to back, and to me they swung at balls. There was nothing close to swing at, and they were over aggressive for no reason. Because again, Barraclough was not throwing strikes; he was throwing that submariner type pitch that he was throwing, and it was not hitting the strike zone. There were some good pitches, like Jay Bruce did swing at a pitch that was borderline, but at the end of the result, it was outside the strike zone, and he struck out. Neil Walker swung at a pitch that was way too high for him to swing. You need a fly ball, and you're swinging at pitches that you shouldn't be swinging at. Now, Wilmer Flores comes up, and I told my cousins when he came up, I says, I feel that this is the type of pitcher that Flores will easily take like a pitch out of the park. Before Flores did that, there was a walk to Granderson, and I said, big mistake. I would have pitched to Granderson over Flores, and Flores ended up taking 4 straight balls to walk, and the go-ahead run. And then we had the 8th and 9th inning that was nailed down by both pitchers. There was 1 hit given up by Reed, but didn't hurt, and we won. That's awesome. So Familia gets his 3rd save. Blerens gets his 2nd win. Ziegler is 1-2. He took the loss for the Marlins. Great game, great comeback by the Mets, and great way to start the series off. Supposedly the Mets got back at 4 a.m. in the morning, so barely had any sleep, or at least good sleep. At least that's what the commentator said. I mean, if you're sleeping in your own bed, you would think that you're gonna sleep well, but trust me, sometimes waking up early. No, it was raining here, so I'm sure there was no batting practice on field. There was no real running on the field until once the field was ready to be played on. But again, overall, there was a fantastic game. It is a game that shows you where the Mets are right now. The Mets are a team that has fire and will come back if they can. So they had every opportunity and they took advantage of it. Like I said, the only down spot was that Jay Bruce and Neil Walker were a little too aggressive in their bats. There were no outs, and they both struck out back-to-back. But Granderson worked a walk, and then Flores ended up walking on 4 pitches. End of story. Well, guys, let me know what you thought of the game, and leave a comment. Star of the game? There is no star. The star of the game is the Mets. Honestly, this is the team effort. Once again, people are coming through for every situation you could do. One thing I will say, TJ Rivera has been hitting the ball real well, and I've been saying that I want to see him get more playing time. I'm glad he's getting more playing time. He deserves to get more playing time. I did see Cabrera get a base hit. No, sometimes you gotta sit these guys to make them understand that if you're not gonna produce, you're not gonna play. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll do more videos. And later today, I'm gonna do some Mario Kart on stream. So if you're into gaming, follow my channel. It's twitch.com/WillieGuns. But again, Mets win. Most important.